Now in Good Morning Northwest, election results pour in across Spokane County. Police, water protection, and emergency services all on the line. We have the numbers coming up.
And a much different kind of weather pattern begins today. I'm tracking rain and cooler temperatures you'll want to plan for.
Fire calls surge to record levels across Spokane County this summer. Spokane Valley Fire reports its busiest month ever in July. What investigators say is behind a number of brush fires they've dealt with. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. Thanks for being with us. I'm Robin Nance.
And I'm Natalie Grant. Today is Wednesday, August 6th. Starting things off with meteorologist Matt Gray. And a look at that first alert forecast. Tracking some rain today.
Yeah, going to be tracking some rain. Although, at least for the moment, a lot of that rain is going to be held up in the Cascades. We're going to see very little this morning other than a few light showers and sprinkles, especially in the higher terrain. A lot of our valley areas are going to be maybe seeing 1 or 2 drips and drops as we head through the morning hours. So we're expecting mostly cloudy conditions here. Temperatures will stay cool in the 60s. Our highs today only going to be in the low to mid 70s. With this pattern change as the system rolls in, as things begin to moisten up, we'll have better chances for rain as we head into the afternoon and especially into the evening, where we'll have an opportunity to hear a little bit of thunder as well and see some heavier showers. So really today is about, hey, maybe some sprinkles out there, but heading into the evening is when we've got to really start paying attention more to what's going on. This is part of a bigger system that's really going to get going as we head into late tonight and into Thursday as this continues to track down the coast and into our area. We'll show you what you can expect as we stay pretty active in our weather for the next couple of days. Coming up.
Matt, thanks. Well, we're following breaking news. A Moses Lake man has been arrested and charged with attempted murder. Grant County Sheriff's deputies arrested 27-year-old Luis Angel Ortega yesterday morning. He's accused of hitting someone with a gun, then trying to shoot them. The victim says the gun jammed and they were able to get away, but his gold necklace and bracelet were taken during the attack. Deputies worked with the Moses Lake police to find Ortega, eventually arresting him during a traffic stop. He's currently in the Grant County Jail on multiple charges, including assault, robbery, and attempted murder. Well, primary election results are coming in across Washington this morning. Most races look decisive, although the voting count isn't done yet.
Now, Spokane County's next round of results will come out this afternoon, but we can tell you Spokane Valley voters appear to be approving a proposition to increase the sales and use tax rate by 0.1%. That additional tax would add funding for public services by adding at least 10 new police officers and paying for public safety operations, among other things. Proposition 1 requires a simple majority to pass. Right now, it's passing by a wide margin, with more than 59% of voters saying yes to it.
A measure appears to be passing. It concerns the renewal and expansion of the Spokane Valley Rathdrum Prairie Aquifer. If passed, the boundaries of that aquifer protection area would expand. As of right now, 74% of voters are saying yes. People would pay an annual $15 fee on top of their property taxes for the next 20 years. Those who use septic tanks would be charged $30. And if this next measure sounds familiar to you, well, it's because some of you already voted on it back in April.
The Spokane County Fire District 8 originally passed its EMS levy in the spring, but had to run it again when officials realized they filed the original measure incorrectly. The error required voters to cast votes again, which is why you saw it on the ballot. This levy will generate funding to add 2 paramedics to the district. It'll also replace aging emergency equipment. Proposition 1 is currently passing by an even wider margin than it did in April, with 61% of voters approving it. Fire District 13 in the Newman Lake area also had a levy on the ballot to replace the most recent EMS levy that's set to expire this year.
That funding goes to EMS personnel, equipment, and facilities. And Proposition 1 is currently passing by almost a 2-to-1 margin, with 66% of the votes in favor. Now, this primary election also affects several city positions across our area.
We don't have time to go over every race, but we are tracking the race for Spokane City Council District 3. Current City Council member Zach Zapone's up for re-election. Running against him are challengers Christopher Savage and Cody Argelis. Zapone is a lock for the November ballot with more than 50% of the vote. Looks like Savage will be his challenger. He is currently 10 percentage points ahead of Argelis. The general election is November 4th. Now, none of these results are official yet. The next vote count will be finished just before our evening newscast. We'll have those results for you tonight at 5 o'clock.
A Spokane County Sheriff's Office helicopter crew faced a laser attack while patrolling over North Spokane Friday night. Deputies arrested Ernest Donlin on felony charges after tracking this green laser to a home on North Lidgerwood Street. The incident forced other emergency aircraft to avoid the area, including life-saving resources like Life Flight.
When that happens, we effectively can't see outside the aircraft anymore. We got tactical flight officers here that have had incurred eye injuries from laser strikes from people shining lasers at us from the ground.
Federal law makes pointing lasers at aircraft a felony, punishable by jail time and fines up to $50,000. The Sheriff's Office helicopter carries equipment that helps crews quickly track down suspects who target aircraft with those lasers.
If it feels like you are seeing more fires this summer in Spokane County, you are. Fire departments across the county say they are getting more calls than ever. Spokane Valley Fire says July was the busiest month in the department's 75-year history, responding to more than 2,200 calls. The Spokane Fire Department says it's also getting more calls, especially for brush fires.
This isn't just in the city alone. This is a county-wide issue. You know, Spokane Valley, Fire District 9, Fire District 8, Fire District 10, they've all been experiencing quite a few suspicious fires.
Spokane Fire says some of the brush fires are arson. Others are considered suspicious. The amount of suspicious fires has also put a strain on fire investigators. And of course, we're keeping our eye on lightning as well. It's now 6 minutes after 6.
Checking back in with meteorologist Matt Gray, taking a look outside this morning. Just a gorgeous start to our day here.
Yeah, exactly. We were watching the beautiful sunrise in Post Falls, but already the clouds starting to cover up the sun here, as it is going to be a cloudy, cool day with a chance for some rain and eventually perhaps even a little bit of thunder and lightning. We'll take you through your day as we plan around this active weather pattern coming up.
The Spokane River needs your help. Join the cleanup efforts today at Red Band Park. Coming up next.
The federal government ends funding for mRNA vaccine development, the same technology that created COVID vaccines. Health Secretary RFK Jr. announces the major policy shift affecting 22 current projects. We have the story coming up.
Plus, a week-long manhunt is over for the man suspected of killing 4 people in Tennessee. Where and how law enforcement found him. It's coming up.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now weather is brought to you by Coeur d'Alene Casino Resort Hotel.
Rain or shine, day or night, good weather always reigns at the Coeur d'Alene Casino. No matter the weather, winning is better. Your 7-day forecast calls for fun at the Coeur d'Alene Casino.
Coeur d'Alene Casino, winning is just the beginning.
When you get into a car accident, you may be wondering if you need a lawyer.
Well, if you were injured and it wasn't your fault, you should probably talk to an attorney.
Call Russell & Hill. The advice is free.
Our team will review your case at no charge and let you know how best to proceed.
And if you decide you do need a lawyer,
remember, we win your case or it's free.
Russell & Hill will fight for you. Call 800-LAW-0842.
At Parker Toyota, we've got an SUV for every lifestyle, from the legendary Land Cruiser to the spacious Highlander and the ever-versatile RAV4. Your next adventure starts here.
And with the largest SUV selection in the Northwest, Parker Toyota has what you're looking for on the lot today. With Toyota's world-class reliability and top-tier value, your SUV isn't just ready for the road, it's ready for the long haul.
See our great selection of SUVs at Parker Toyota in beautiful Coeur d'Alene.
Hi, I'm Matt Gray with 4 News Now. For families with young children, here are some tips that can teach them about money and how it works.
Have your young child play with coins and bills so they start recognizing currency. Take 10 dimes, count them out to show how this adds up to a dollar bill. Make it fun. Use Play Money and set up a pretend store or a restaurant to teach about earning and spending money.
There are lots of great ways to teach your kids about money. For more tips, go to becu.org.
Your garage door is more than just an entry point. It's also an escape route. That is why our highly trained technicians handle every job with unmatched professionalism. From broken springs to noisy rollers, we'll get your door running smoothly, securely, and fast. Precision Garage Door Service. Fast, reliable, and friendly.
Hi, I'm Randy, owner of Rooter 911 Sewer and Drain.
Sewer and drain cleaning at half the price of the larger competitors.
24/7 service for all of your sewer and drain cleaning needs in Spokane, 535-3136.
It's 6:10. Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. Law enforcement officials in Tennessee say they arrested a quadruple murder suspect.
They took Austin Drummond into custody in Jackson. Officers spotting him in the woods. Authorities have accused the 28-year-old of killing 4 relatives of a baby that was found abandoned. The bodies of the 4 victims were found on July 29th in Tiptonville in northwest Tennessee. The child was found 40 miles away outdoors in 116-degree heat. Drummond is believed to have known the victims, though his motive is unclear. He's facing charges including murder, kidnapping, and multiple firearm offenses.
The federal government is pulling the plug on future vaccine development using mRNA technology. That's the same technology used to develop vaccines during the COVID-19 pandemic. Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. said the government will pivot away from mRNA and instead fund other vaccine platforms through a division at HHS known as BARDA. Kennedy suggested the mRNA technology is not effective against respiratory infections like COVID and the flu, despite evidence to the contrary.
Wildfire smoke is wrecking air quality in places across the U.S. amid a 1-2 punch of fires in the West and in Canada that sent smoke pouring into across large sections of the country. Now, Tuesday, millions of people were under air quality alerts in 11 states in the Midwest and the Northeast due to smoke from those Canadian wildfires. Air quality has also taken a hit from smoke in the western U.S., especially places like Southern California, where the Gifford fire has become the biggest wildfire in the state so far this year.
And we've been very fortunate to not have too many air quality issues so far here this fire season. We will continue that trend with clouds and sprinkles and cooler temperatures that will help keep fire conditions under control. Thunder as well tonight and Thursday.
Part of the Spokane River flowed red yesterday, all in the name of science. The bright red dye is part of the water quality study at the Spokane County Regional Water Reclamation Facility. Researchers add the harmless dye to treated wastewater before it enters the Spokane River. The goal is to track how the two waters mix and determine which areas of the river are most affected.
We'll look at this and see if there's any harmful impacts that we might be having, especially in those acute mixing zones for things like plant life that lives here or fish.
The results help the Department of Ecology determine discharge limits for nutrients, pollutants, and metals allowed to be dumped in the water. This is only the second time in 15 years the facility has conducted this study. The dye disappears from the water within hours, and results of that test will be available in the next coming months. Good Morning Northwest time right now is 6:13.
A Confederate statue destroyed in 2020 protests is coming back. The Park Service confirms the Albert Pike Memorial will be restored in Washington, D.C., and that's not the only one going back up. We have the story coming up a little bit later.
And our Hannah Joy live this morning along the Spokane River. Up next, she'll share how you can pitch in on a big cleanup project today. With maybe a little special fin to lend you a hand. We'll see after the break.
Wildfire season is here, and a spark could quickly turn into an inferno. Protect what matters most with meteorologist Matt Gray.
We're not just forecasting, we're giving you the time you need to keep your home and family safe.
The First Alert Weather Team, only on 4 News Now.
Due to recent supply chain delays and clearance items stacking up in the warehouse, this week all Walker's Furniture locations are having an emergency inventory liquidation sale where you can save up to 70% on all floor models, discontinued styles, and clearance items.
New inventory is on the way, so we're clearing space and passing the savings on to you. Plus, special 5-year financing was brought in where you can save now and pay over time with no minimum purchase required.
During the inventory reduction sale this week at Walker's.
Bacon! I need bacon! Not bacon! Not bacon! Not falling for that again. Squirrel? No time! It's meaty. It's tasty. It's bacon! Nom 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 nom. I love you. I love bacon. I love you. I love bacon.
Do you keep up with the trends or set your own?
Is the color dense enough?
Add more pigment. Launch on social.
We've got to take this global.
All right, so where do we go from here?
You've got to test it, perfect it, expand it. Never rest until it's right.
Introducing the business card that gives back all you put in. The new Chase Sapphire Reserve for Business.
We invite you to Mr. Casino Hotel, where jackpots, food, and fun come together. As the area's only non-smoking casino, we're proud to be the place that treats you right. Stay and play, enjoy live table games, your favorite gaming machines, and bet on your favorite players and sports with Caesars Sportsbook. Check out our event space for your next special gathering. We're located north of Spokane on Highway 395 near Chewelah. Plan your visit today at MrQuag.com.
Andy's Heating Cooling has been providing service for all your heating and cooling needs since 1972. Andy's specializes in all commercial service and maintenance. Planned preventative maintenance can decrease repair costs by 12 to 16%, extend the life of your equipment, and lower energy costs by as much as 50%. Maintenance contracts and emergency service are available for commercial buildings. Turn to the experts. Andy's Heating Cooling since 1972, thanks to you.
The 2025 Ford Bronco is everywhere, and for good reason. It's built for anything, loaded with capability, and will go anywhere you take it. Snow, mud, dirt, whatever the road throws at you. This goat gives you seven different terrain modes to handle it all. And the Bronco just won an award for best in class for initial quality. When buying your next SUV, think Wendell Ford. We would be honored to show you the new Bronco. Wendell Ford, drive for generations.
The outboard boat races return to I.O. in Washington, August 9th and 10th.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
Welcome back. Your time right now is 6:16. It is cleanup day along the Spokane River, and volunteers from all over the area are getting ready to pitch in.
Yeah, it is the Red Band Rally, a community-wide effort led by Spokane River Keeper, Spokane Tribe Resort and Casino, and the Spokane Indians Baseball Club to protect the river and the native trout that live there. Hannah Joy is live this morning at Red Band Park with some special guests.
Hey, Natalie. Hey, Robin. I do have a special guest. I got Ribby. Ribby is here. So this is just amazing. Oh, my gosh. It's our first time meeting, so it's such an exciting experience. Ribby's pretty excited, as you can see. But I'm also here with the Senior Vice President, Otto Klein, of the Spokane Indians. So, Otto, what is going on today with this big cleanup project for the Spokane River?
Well, it's part of our Red Band Rally campaign, and we're creating the largest river cleanup event over the next 10 years that the city's ever seen. It's a fun way to activate. It's a fun way to volunteer. We're going to pick up trash along the banks of the Spokane River. We're going to do it in a fun way. Ribby is here. And, you know, this is all what we're about. We're the community's baseball team. We care about this river, and we want to make sure it's clean.
And Ribby is very popular, very popular, not just here in Spokane, but across the country. Why is Ribby such an important part of this campaign?
Well, he's the focal point. He's the fun part of the campaign. He's the one that is at all the Indians baseball games, and he's become one of the most popular mascots in the country because of the Ribby Shake. And so what we want to do is demonstrate right now the Ribby Shake. Now, this is your first time seeing Ribby, first time seeing what he's all about, so it's only appropriate that the Ribby Shake you get introduced to right now.
Okay, Ribby. Ribby, now do your thing. Go slow. Go slow. Ribby is pretty activated. And so you have a quick question. I know we have to wrap this up, but you got just a quick question for Robin and Natalie.
Well, Robin and Natalie, I hope you know how big a fan I am of yours, and we would love to have you come down here one day to help us with the river cleanup and also to see Ribby. And you know, we just hope that you guys are doing well.
Oh, yeah.
Back to you guys in the studio.
You. Oh, he's fabulous. And Hannah looked a little bit scared with the Ribby Shake.
I know.
And not sure what to anticipate. There you go.
Hey, I'm down for hanging out with Ribby,
hanging out with Otto,
good for the community, hanging out with Otto. Sounds great.
Yeah.
You got to embrace the shake.
You do.
You got to embrace the shake.
Yes.
All
yes,
right.
yes.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's good stuff. Good stuff.
All right, so we've been watching the beautiful sunrise as we just saw there on our camera, but the sun's starting to already be obscured by the clouds. clouds. It is going to be a cloudy day. A lot of us, we will be still waiting a little bit for the wet weather, but we do have about as good of a chance of wet weather as we've had in a little while heading into tonight and tomorrow. And we are keeping an eye on some showers on our radar, trying to get themselves going over central Washington. Now, most of this, when you see this very light green and it kind of looks a little kind of hashed, that usually points towards we're just seeing the radar beam reflect off the bottom of some of these thicker clouds, and it's unlikely we're actually seeing any rain coming out. However, you start getting to these darker green colors, and that's where we're likely seeing something that might actually reach the ground. So right over the Waterville Plateau here, and a chance for a couple of sprinkles here over the next few minutes around Coulee City. The Sims Quarter area in Douglas County also has a chance to pick up at least a little bit of rain, hey, just a sprinkle or two. So we're not going to be able to find too much rain as we head through this morning, but we're going to have plenty of clouds, and that is going to keep us much, much cooler than the average, which is about 87, 88 degrees for Spokane. Instead, we're going to be having a high right about 75 degrees, and we're going to be kind of struggling to get up there with the thick clouds through the morning and the midday, the peak heating hours. 77 in Coeur d'Alene for a high. We'll see upper 70s in the basin with a chance for some showers and thunderstorms later today, including that in our northern mountains. We'll see some 80s in the LC Valley. Let's quickly go through what we expect over the next couple of days here. First of all, that light rain or the occasional drizzle continuing to move up into our northern mountains here as we get into the middle part of the day. Couple light showers for the evening, but we'll have a cold front come through in the late evening and overnight, and that is going to be the big catalyst for wet weather. Could hear a few rumbles of thunder as well, 10, 11, midnight around Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. And as we get into tomorrow morning, we'll likely be waking up to at least a few scattered thunderstorms and then more activity for the afternoon. So it is going to be busy, busy, busy over the next couple of days. That 4 News Now weather app with a live interactive radar, great way to make sure you are keeping up on what's going on, especially as we head into tomorrow, where things are going to change pretty quickly, hour to hour. And then we're back to summer with 90s by the end of the weekend.
Just nice to have a break.
Yes.
Well needed break. Thanks, Matt. Good morning, Northwest time right now is 6:22.
Well, after losing all 5 starters on their O-line, the Eastern Washington Eagles find themselves on the hunt for the right guys to take on the roles. Next in Morning Sports, we hear from Eagles head coach Aaron Best on what he's looking for from his new guys, with Coach Best drawing comparisons to, of all things, a school dance when we come back.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Is it time to update your living spaces? Don't overspend at the big box store. Come see us at Consign Furniture and browse the largest selection of like-new consignment furniture in Liberty Lake. Visit us online or stop by today. Consign Furniture. It's the smart way to buy.
I'm Jonathan Lawson. If you're 50 to 85, I have an important message about security. Write down the number on your screen so you can call when I finish. The lock I want to talk to you about isn't the one on your door. This is a lock for your life insurance, a rate lock that guarantees that once you're insured, your rate can never go up at any time for any reason. But be careful. Many policies you see do not have one. But you can get a lifetime rate lock from Colonial Penn. Call this number to learn more. This plan was designed with a rate lock for people on a fixed income who want life insurance that fits their budget and is simple to get. Coverage options start at $9.95 a month, less than 35 cents a day. Act now, and your rate will be locked in for life. It will never increase, guaranteed. This is lifelong coverage that can never be canceled as long as you pay your premiums, guaranteed. And your acceptance is guaranteed, with no health questions. You cannot be turned down because of your health. Call for your information kit and read about this rate lock for yourself. You'll also get a free beneficiary planner. Both are free with no obligation. Don't miss out. Call for information, then decide. Read about the 30-day 100% money-back guarantee. Don't wait. Call this number now.
Call now and you'll also get this free beneficiary planner. Use this valuable guide to record important information and your final wishes. And it's yours, free, just for calling. So don't wait. Call 1-800-405-7779 for your free information. That's 1-800-405-7779. There's no risk or obligation. That number again is 1-800-405-7779. That's 1-800-405-7779. So call now.
Spring is in the air. If you're considering updating your living spaces, let our team do all the heavy lifting. We will pick up and sell your like-new consignment furniture.
Consigned furniture. It's the easy way to sell, smart way to buy.
Welcome to Morning Sports. I'm Jack Wallace. The Eastern Washington Eagles continue to grind out fall camp, focused just as intensely on their offensive line group. The unit needs some major retooling after all 5 2024 starters departed, and now the full list of new starters is not quite yet finalized. We heard from head coach Aaron Best last week about how he's looking for this kind of saltiness with his new O-lineman, and we asked for an update for what he sees into week 2.
Some of these guys, some of these O-linemen, you don't even hear them talk. Some of the best guys kind of exude confidence verbally. You like some of that stuff, right? But we're also the guys usually at school dances that are on the walls, and so we're trying to get them off the walls into the dance party, actually taking part, but just kind of letting go, not worried about perfection, worrying about production.
So we'll see which one of those guys the big fellas get dancing as the Eags keep up practice through next week. They're now just a week and a half from their fall scrimmage at One Spokane Stadium. That's all for Morning Sports. Catch us at 6 and 11 tonight for plenty more sports action, including an update from the Washington State fall camp.
Better get to dancing soon here, boys.
Get the big guys off the wall. It's now 6:26.
Texas Governor Abbott takes drastic action, asking the state Supreme Court to remove a top Democrat from office. The escalating fight over congressional maps that could reshape next year's midterm elections. That's next.
Plus, a heartwarming update this morning to a story we first brought you over the weekend. How the Meals on Wheels pantry went from bare shelves to overwhelming generosity. But first, as we go to break, here's what's coming up on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, the mom at the center of the San Antonio Aquarium octopus incident speaking out.
When the tentacles started to wrap around his arm, he just said, "Mom, it's not letting go."
A giant Pacific octopus latching onto 6-year-old Leo's arm while he was petting it at a touch tank, leaving these marks behind. The San Antonio Aquarium now issuing a statement that places blame on her, saying in this instance, the guest leaned her child over the exhibit barrier, allowing him to reach into the habitat without staff supervision. Now, mom is responding back, telling GMA her goal has always been to advocate for the octopus and to push for safer conditions.
If they don't want anyone leaning over the glass, they need to have a sign there that says, "Do not lean over the glass."
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have much more on this octopus incident and how her son is recovering. With your GMA First Look, I'm Morgan Norwood, ABC News, New York.
There are days I feel stuck in my head. Even on an antidepressant, lingering depression symptoms can make it hard to break through. I wanted more from my antidepressant. I asked about Vraylar. Adding Vraylar to an antidepressant significantly reduces overall depression symptoms better than an antidepressant alone.
Vraylar isn't approved for elderly patients with dementia-related psychosis due to increased risk of death or stroke. Report changes in behavior or suicidal thoughts to your doctor. Antidepressants can increase these in children and young adults. Report fever, stiff muscles, or confusion, which may be life-threatening, or uncontrolled muscle movements, which may be permanent. High blood sugar, which can lead to coma or death. Weight gain and high cholesterol may occur. Difficulty moving, tremors, slow or uncontrolled body movements, restlessness and feeling like you need to move, nausea, constipation, insomnia, dizziness, increased appetite, and fatigue are common. Side effects may not appear for weeks.
Vraylar, breaking through to relief. Ask about Vraylar.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by the Pacific Northwest Food and Wine Festival.
After a car wreck, the longer you wait, the harder it can be to get what you deserve. Don't let big insurance get ahead of you.
Our team acts quickly to handle everything for you, so you don't have to worry about a thing.
After my recent accident, I knew I needed help, so I called Craig, Swap & Associates. They really fought for me and treated me fairly every step of the way.
Don't wait. Call Craig, Swap & Associates today and let us handle it for you. One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
At Gold Seal Plumbing, we do one thing, and we do it well. We're plumbers. In fact, we're the largest plumbing company in the region, and we're proud to say we've been voted the best plumbing company since 2009. We give you upfront pricing so you know exactly what you'll pay before we start. And we do everything from drain cleaning to trenchless sewer repair. So if you want plumbing done right the first time, call a plumber. And call the best. Call Gold Seal Plumbing. We're on our way.
Happy anniversary from McVeigh Brothers. For over 90 years, our family has been remodeling homes in eastern Washington and northern Idaho. We sell the very best products in composition and metal roofing, the energy-efficient Coeur d'Alene windows, and our unlimited selection of maintenance-free siding options. And during our anniversary sale, you can choose up to $2,500 off on select packages or 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 6 months. At McVeigh Brothers, we're working for you.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
We're kicking off this half hour with the 4 News Now story tracker and the stories people are reading about online this morning.
Today marks 80 years since the United States dropped the first atomic bomb on Hiroshima, Japan. The day was August 6th, 1945. The weapon, nicknamed Little Boy, killed 140,000 people by the end of the year in Hiroshima. The bombing was followed by another one in Nagasaki 3 days later, where tens of thousands more people died. The nuclear attacks led to Japan's surrender on August 15th, 1945, and the end of World War II.
A Confederate statue toppled during the Black Lives Matter protest will be reinstalled by the Trump administration. It depicts Albert Pike, a Confederate general and the leader of the Freemasons who fought to protect slavery during the Civil War. The only statue honoring a Confederate official in Washington, D.C. It was vandalized and then toppled and set on fire in June of 2020. The Park Service says it will be restored and reinstalled in October. A second Confederate memorial is set to return along Arlington National Cemetery in Virginia as well. Good morning, Northwest. Thanks for starting your day with us. I'm Natalie Grant.
And I'm Robin Nance. It's Wednesday, August 6th.
Matt Craig, Landmark Day.
And good morning, everybody. We are going to need to plan for some more adverse weather over the next couple of days. As for this morning, cloudy conditions, but we are starting to see a couple of showers try and get their way across the mountains from this storm system that's going to be the big story here over the next couple of days. So we've got a little bit of light rain around and north of Coulee City here this morning, and some, what for the most part is just a little bit of a radar interference in the edge radar range here over Grant County this morning. But this is part of some large areas of light rain that is trying to cross the Cascades. And so we are going to see the radar fill in places, especially in eastern Washington, as we head through the rest of the morning. That said, I'm not expecting much in the way of measurable rainfall out of this. We're talking about maybe a couple hundredths of an inch, some very light rain for an hour or two in a few places, or in the case of Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, I'm actually not expecting much besides maybe a couple of sprinkles throughout the day. Now, as we get to the afternoon and the evening, that is going to begin to change a little bit. Our rain chances start to rise, and we'll have a chance for a few rumbles of thunder as well, especially once we get to 7 o'clock and later as we head into the night after a cool Wednesday. We'll take you through what you can expect as that activity ramps up tonight, coming up in a few minutes.
Matt, thanks. In Texas this morning, Governor Greg Abbott is upping the pressure on Democrats over congressional redistricting.
The governor is petitioning the state Supreme Court to remove one top Dem from office. ABC's Nicole D'Antonio is following the back and forth that could have a major impact on next year's midterm elections.
This morning, a deepening divide in the state of Texas. Governor Greg Abbott filing an emergency petition with the Texas Supreme Court. The governor requesting Democratic State Representative Gene Wu, the chair of the Texas House Democratic Caucus, be removed from office.
This is a completely corrupt process. There is no other reason we're doing this. There's no other reason that we're shutting down the government of the state of Texas except to help Donald Trump do his bidding.
President Trump has claimed Republicans are, quote, entitled to 5 more seats in Congress after he won the state of Texas. But the congressional map is not tied to presidential races. It's historically tied to the once-a-decade census. Republican state lawmakers supporting the move.
What are your thoughts on the redistricting efforts in general? Is it a good move?
Sure it is.
And why is that?
It's totally legal. There's nothing wrong with it at all.
This week, Democratic lawmakers left the state in protest to delay the controversial redistricting vote. Texas Governor Greg Abbott has threatened to arrest and expel state lawmakers if they don't return to the Capitol immediately. And now, Texas Republican Senator John Cornyn calling on the FBI to help bring Democratic lawmakers back and arrest them. ABC's Mary Bruce pressed the president on if he supports that idea.
Do you want the federal government and the FBI to help locate and arrest these Texas Democrats who have left the state?
Well, I think they've abandoned the state.
Should the FBI get involved?
Well, they may have to. They may have to. No, I know they want them back. Not only the Attorney General, the governor wants them back. You can't just sit it out. You have to go back. You have to fight it out. That's what elections are all about.
Some Democratic governors have pledged to counter the Texas Republican effort with new congressional maps of their own. Both Republicans and Democrats have used redistricting to their advantage in the past. But with Republicans holding a narrow margin in Congress, lawmakers say this could have major implications on next year's midterm elections. Nicole D'Antonio, ABC News, Washington.
Over the weekend, we told you about an essential resource for our local seniors that was running extremely low. For weeks, the shelves at Meals on Wheels emergency food pantry had been bare. But since our story aired, they've received an overflow of pantry goods. Here's a look at their now fully stocked emergency pantry. It now has so much food, they've had to make space for all of the extras in a separate room.
I'm in awe of this amazing community we live in because it took one ask and the outreach has been unbelievable, and we are so thankful for the Spokane community as a whole.
This Meals on Wheels center, including the downtown location and daily meal deliveries, feeds hundreds of seniors. This emergency food pantry offered a critical way for them to take a little something extra home. If you are interested in helping, Meals on Wheels takes non-perishable items, hygiene products, and monetary donations.
The Salvation Army sold its Spokane Valley thrift store. This facility served as both a storefront and a storage facility. Captain David Kane of the Salvation Army says all nonprofits faced some difficult times coming out of the COVID-19 pandemic, and this led to an increase in minimum wage, inflation, and fewer donations. On top of all that, its Spokane Valley store was not performing as well as the one in Spokane.
So this was a strategic move in order to move some of the funds from the sale of that building into capital reserve accounts so that we could make sure that we could keep our programs running long term.
The Salvation Army says the buildings were sold for roughly $2 million. It plans to put that money back into more vital resources offered in Spokane, like Sally's House, a foster shelter for children, and the organization's other shelter programs. Now, the Salvation Army did not answer how many people lost their jobs in this sale, but says some of those people were given different opportunities within the organization.
We have a traffic alert for you this morning about something happening tonight on the on-ramp to I-90 near Beck Road. It'll close for resurfacing. The work will take place between 7 tonight and 6 tomorrow morning. Drivers are encouraged to plan their routes ahead of time. Good morning, Northwest time is now just about 6:38.
Checking back in with meteorologist Matt Gray, taking a look at Moses Lake. You can see the clouds there.
Yeah, cloudy skies. Might even see 1 or 2 little drips and drops of rain occasionally. You go, wait. What was that? That's going to be kind of how this morning is going to go for most of us. As we head into the back end of the day, things start to be a little more tangible when it comes to rain in the inland Northwest. We'll take a closer look in my full forecast.
Families of 4 Oregon murder victims unite in their fight for justice. Suspected serial killer Jesse Calhoun now faces charges in all 4 deaths. What we know about his alleged killing spree. That's next.
Plan your day with Matt Gray, only on Good Morning Northwest.
Looking to earn more on your savings without locking it in a CD? With P1FCU's new bump rate, you can earn up to an extra 2.04% APY on your money market just by using your Ascend checking account. Plus, qualifying Ascend checking accounts earn 3.5% APY on balances up to $15,000. Get more flexibility, better returns, and smarter savings. Visit p1fcu.org/bump. P1FCU, your community, your credit union.
R&R RV has just lowered prices on every pre-owned motorhome, fifth wheel, and travel trailer in stock. We're talking jaw-dropping savings on the region's largest selection of pre-owned RVs. All pre-owned units at R&R RV are clean, certified, and never purchased at auction. Quit dreaming. Just do it. Same-day delivery available on many units. Shop pre-owned units now at R&R RV in Liberty Lake, North Spokane, and Lewiston. Or visit rnrrv.com.
I'm 4 News Now Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker. It's time for WaterWise Wednesday.
All right, this week's tip is to install a smart irrigation controller. Number 1, we have rebates for that. Awesome. And number 2, uses local weather data and schedules your sprinklers for you. So that way you're not watering during high winds or rain events and applies the water you need. You can get a $100 credit for that. What?
Do your part to be WaterWise.
It's an emergency inventory liquidation sale this week at all Walker's Furniture locations. Save up to 70% off all floor models, discontinued styles, and clearance items.
Plus, with special 5-year financing, save now and pay over time.
This week at Walker's.
Wildfire season is here. Protect what matters most with meteorologist Chris Crocker.
We track the winds, the humidity, the lightning, because even the smallest change can lead to disaster.
The First Alert Weather Team, only on 4 News Now.
Welcome back. Your time right now is 6:41. An Oregon man already accused of killing 3 women and dumping their bodies is now being indicted for a 4th murder. The family of 22-year-old Kristen Smith say it's been an agonizing 2.5-year wait since her remains were found. Jesse Calhoun is also charged in the deaths of 24-year-old Charity Perry, 31-year-old Bridget Webster, and 32-year-old Joanna Speaks, and pleaded not guilty. Their bodies were found over several months, sparking fears of a serial killer.
I thank the other victims' families for staying by my side the whole way. We searched together, we fought together, and we never gave up.
Calhoun had served time for car theft and burglary, but had his sentence commuted because he helped fight wildfires as part of a prison firefighting program. The timeline means he would have been released before the alleged killing spree began in 2022. Calhoun is also a person of interest in a 5th homicide.
Takeaways today in your forecast. What we got? Clouds, a couple of sprinkles for the majority of today. As we head into the afternoon, things will get a little bit more active. We'll have thunder tonight and for Thursday as well.
If you have been to a WSU Cougar football game, you've no doubt heard Andy Grammer's song Back Home playing over classic highlights. The Cougs say it's a song that unites them every game day. Yesterday, they made Andy Grammer an honorary Coug. The Washington State University Alumni Association presenting him with an honorary alumnus award.
So cool. He was just in town this past weekend doing a show too, so that is awesome to see.
Good stuff. Now the song will be stuck in our head
all day.
And that's not terrible. It's now 6:43.
Well, this morning the Spokane River is getting a little bit of extra love. We got a cleanup today. Hannah Joy is live from Red Band Park.
We've got trash bags, gloves, and the Spokane Indians mascot, Ribby. Ribby is here helping us kick off a major cleanup project along the Spokane River. Coming up next.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4
for everyone.
During the final days of the back-to-school sale at Furniture Row, every sofa, dining group, and bed is on sale. So outfitting your off-campus studio or secluded study nook is elementary. Find high-end sofas at unbelievable prices and laid-back sectionals with modern lines. Contemporary counter-height dining to versatile minimalist functionality. Affordable beds in planked chestnut and timeless warm brown elegance. Buy one, get 50% off the second with our Denver mattress lineup or score 60 months, no interest. The back-to-school sale at Furniture Row ends soon.
Summer's heating up, but your home doesn't have to.
During Mainstream's No Sweat Summer Sales event, it's easier than ever to upgrade your comfort with the best financing offer of the year. For a limited time, enjoy 6 months, no payments, no interest on new AC systems. Stay cool, save big, worry less. Call Mainstream today or visit mainstreamhomeservices.com to take advantage of this amazing offer. Cooler air is just a click or call away. Don't sweat it. Mainstream has you covered.
We invite you to Mr. Casino Hotel, where jackpots, food, and fun come together. As the area's only non-smoking casino, we're proud to be the place that treats you right. Stay and play, enjoy live table games, your favorite gaming machines, and bet on your favorite players and sports with Caesars Sportsbook. Check out our event space for your next special gathering. We're located north of Spokane on Highway 395 near Chewelah. Plan your visit today at MrQuad.com.
Comfort and peace. When a loved one is in need of end-of-life care, it's more than care. It's warmth and dignity in the face of advanced illness. Courage binds us all. The courage in facing a terminal illness together. Our care team have dedicated their lives to alleviating pain, discomfort, and providing licensed around-the-clock medical attention. We are Hospice of North Idaho, and we are honored to care for your loved one.
4 News Now is brought to you by Car Wash Plaza.
Welcome back. Your time right now is 6:46. Who's ready to get their hands a little dirty for a good cause?
This morning, the Spokane River is getting some TLC thanks to a big community cleanup hosted by the Spokane River Keeper, Spokane Tribe Resort and Casino, and the Spokane Indians Baseball Club. And yep, Ribby the Red Man Trout might even show up to cheer you on.
That's right. We have the event kicks off a little later this morning. Our Hannah Joy is live down at Red Band Park today. And Hannah, we got things ready to go. Excited for everyone to come down and help out a little bit later today.
That's right, guys. So Ribby is in full action. Ribby has been shaking his fin, and so I've been trying to practice, you know, my Ribby shake. So we'll see if I got that down packed. Point being is, I am here with the water keeper for the Spokane River Keeper, Jewel Schultz. And Jewel, what can people just expect as far as, like, say they don't want to get a little too dirty, and what do they need to know about being out here today?
Hey, we're going to give you gloves. We're going to give you a picker. We're going to give you a bag. You don't have to touch the trash. And you're just going to go out there, nice walk along the river.
And so basically you're telling me you guys have all the people need to clean up.
You just got to show up.
Okay.
That's it.
And so why is this so important? Why today on all days, why is this important for the city of Spokane?
Right. We're partnering with the Spokane Indians baseball team to create this big event where the city can come together and volunteer, where community members can come back, give back to the river.
And this, when is this, what's the time?
Right, between 10 and 12 here at Red Band Park, and then at Islands Trailhead in the Valley between 1 and 3, but 2 different river cleanups.
So there's going to be 2 opportunities to clean up.
That's right.
Wow. So this is going to be a great time. So Ribby, are you going to be cleaning up? Okay, you're thinking about it. Okay, all right. We have to think about it. So, Ribby, let's see if we can all do this shake. Because I've been practicing. And so let's see. Come on, one by one. Back to you guys in studio.
Oh, that was awesome.
Well done. Well played.
Incredible.
Yes.
You got to do a shake with Ribby.
Yo.
Shake while you're cleaning up.
Oh, good stuff.
What did I say in the last half hour? You got to embrace the shake.
You gotta.
Well done, Hannah.
Yes. Oh my gosh, good stuff. For us, we have some good stuff coming. For some of us, getting some rain.
Yeah.
Some of us,
there's going to be more hints of rain today than actual rain. Unfortunately, if you're jonesing for it. But as we get into tonight and tomorrow, that becomes a little more tangible. So let's take you outside right now. 59 in Spokane, 61 rather in Coeur d'Alene. The sun is rapidly disappearing for those who are still seeing it behind a bank of clouds. As we head into this afternoon, the cloud cover is really going to drop our temperatures down well below our average, more than 10 degrees below where we would usually sit at this time of the year. 75 in Spokane, Coeur d'Alene hits 77, lots of middle and upper 70s. And in our northern parts of our region, we'll see those showers and thunderstorms start to become more developed. Can you spot the storm system. It's not hard today, that's for sure. And as this gets closer and closer, we're going to see more and more active weather, especially tonight, where we are going to see, in all likelihood, some numerous showers and storms and plenty of thunder and lightning in the late evening and then into the early morning hours. So let's show you how that plays out. First of all, some light showers around central Washington this morning, going to move into northeastern Washington and the northern panhandle as we head into the late morning hours. A lot of us won't see too much for the afternoon, but then a cold front crosses the mountains. That's what's really going to get things started. And so just a light sprinkle on occasion through the early part of the evening. By late evening and overnight, that front comes through. That brings us to heavier rain. That brings us the chance for some thunder and lightning through the overnight and a little bit of gusty wind as well. And as we're waking up tomorrow, the heart of the system drops in over us. That'll keep things active any given hour of the day, so we're likely to wake up to at least a few scattered thunderstorms for the Palouse all the way up to the U.S.-Canada border. Could be just kind of random chance how things are going to show up. That's what we expect. And then in the afternoon, more storms developing up north. Those will be on the strong side. Could see a little bit of hail, a little bit of gusty winds tomorrow afternoon around places like Colville, for example. We'll keep track of it, keep you updated over the next 24 hours. In the meantime, commercial break and your 7-day forecast coming up after the morning sprint.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by the Cottages of Spokane, specializing in memory care.
Ready for action? It's no holds barred as King of the Cage features up-and-coming MMA stars battling it out. King of the Cage, live Thursday, September 25th. Visit the Coeur d'Alene Casino box office or cdacasino.com for tickets.
Winning is just the beginning.
4 News Now and STCU are recognizing volunteers who make a difference in our community. Today we honor Joyce Beach.
Joyce is a tireless leader at the Cusick Food Pantry, guiding a team of volunteers and dedicating her own time and resources to feed people in her community.
It's good for the soul. You're doing something for somebody else and you're expecting nothing in return. Greet everybody with a smile. Glad you're here.
Thanks to STCU for helping make sure volunteers count.
Welcome to Olympus Living, where compassionate care meets vibrant living. Choose your independent lifestyle with our spacious 2-bedroom, 2-bath cottages. Our tower apartments offering 1 or 2-bedroom options and lovely views. Or main floor assisted living studios for those who need more advanced care. Our retirement communities provide personalized support, beautiful surroundings, and activities that enrich our residents. We're reinventing retirement. Find out how at OlympusLivingSV.com.
Andy's Heating Cooling guarantees to keep your home safe and cool. Your home and office comfort is Andy's priority. Stay cool this summer with a new air conditioning system from Carrier.
My air conditioner was not working. All I needed was a replacement sequencer. I called another company and they wanted to replace the unit for over $10,000. I was so glad I listened to my neighbor who recommended I get a second opinion from Andy's.
Turn to the experts. Andy's Heating Cooling since 1972, thanks to you.
After a car wreck, the longer you wait, the harder it can be to get what you deserve.
After my recent accident, I called Craig, Swap & Associates. They treated me fairly every step of the way.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
I need help with their snoring.
Sleep Number does that.
Thank you.
Get early access to Sleep Number's biggest sale of the year. 25% off the i8 bed, our most popular. Only at Sleep Number.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. A nice relaxing stay? We got you. Wanna be entertained? We got you. Wanna play golf all day? We got you. Go to Lake Casino. Go to Lake Casino. Winning is just the beginning.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
It is now 6:53. Time to get you ready to take on your Wednesday in the morning sprint.
Matt Gray is getting us ready for some hot summer weather and where we might see some showers this morning.
Hannah Joy's live at Red Mound Park with how you can pitch in to keep the Spokane River clean.
But first, a Moses Lake man has been arrested and charged with attempted murder. Grant County Sheriff's deputies arrested 27-year-old Luis Angel Ortega yesterday morning. He's accused of hitting someone with a gun and trying to shoot them. The victim says the gun jammed and they were able to get away, but his gold necklace and bracelet were taken during the attack. Deputies worked with the Moses Lake police to find Ortega, eventually arresting him during a traffic stop. He's currently at the Grant County Jail on multiple charges, including assault, robbery, and attempted murder.
Cloudy skies this morning, going to create some cool afternoon temperatures. We're going to stay mostly in the 60s with just the occasional sprinkle through the morning hours. Rain chances start to go up a little as we go into the afternoon, but for the most part, we're talking about cloudy skies and temperatures only in the mid-70s. Once we get to the late afternoon and the evening, we'll really start to see those rain chances become more tangible with showers and thunderstorms overnight tonight.
Some primary election results coming in, though vote counting isn't done. The results so far show Spokane Valley voters appear to approve a proposition to increase the sales and use tax rate by 0.1%. That additional tax would add funding for public services by adding at least 10 new police officers and paying for public safety operations, among other things. Proposition 1 requires a simple majority to pass. Right now, it's passing by a wide margin, with more than 59% of voters saying yes.
A measure appears to be passing concerning the renewal and expansion of the Spokane Valley Rathdrum Prairie Aquifer. If passed, the boundaries of the aquifer protection area would expand. As of right now, 74% of voters say yes. People would pay an annual $15 fee on top of their property taxes for the next 20 years. Those who use septic tanks would be charged $30.
An EMS levy for Fire District 8 that originally passed in spring appears to be passing again. Officials had to refile it because they filed the original measure incorrectly. This levy will generate funding to add 2 paramedics to the district. It will also replace aging emergency equipment. Proposition 1 is passing with 61% of voters approving.
Fire District 13 in the Newman Lake area had its own EMS levy. It's currently passing by almost a 2-to-1 margin with 66% of votes in its favor.
Several city council positions across the region also up for grabs. That includes Spokane District 3, where current city council member Zach Sapone's up for re-election. Running against him are challengers Christopher Savage and Cody Argelis. Sapone is a lock for the November ballot with more than 50% of the vote. Looks like Savage will be his challenger. The general election is November 4th. The next vote count will be done just before our evening newscast. We'll have those results for you tonight at 5.
Fire departments across the county say that they're getting more calls than ever. Spokane Valley Fire says July was the busiest month in the department's 75-year history, responding to more than 2,200 calls. The Spokane Fire Department says it's also getting more calls, especially for brush fires.
So if you're ready to get your hands dirty for a good cause this morning, the Spokane River is getting a little TLC. The Red Band Rally Cleanup kicks off today at 10 at Red Band Park. And so volunteers will tackle trash along the river, and all the cleanup gear is here at Red Band Park. And yes, Ribby, the Spokane Indians mascot, will be here. So all you have to do is come on out with your family and pick up a few pieces of trash.
We have a traffic alert for you this morning, which actually kicks off tonight. The on-ramp to I-90 near Beck Road will close for resurfacing. The work will take place between 7 tonight and 6 tomorrow morning, so it may affect your morning commute if you leave early or if you drive overnight. Drivers are encouraged to plan their ride ahead of time.
And we'll be back with a final check of weather with meteorologist Matt Gray. It's after this break.
This is your community, and your stories deserve to be heard. At 4 News Now, we're here to listen, connect, and bring you the news that truly matters. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
A penny saved is a lifetime earned. Numerica Credit Union. Money where it matters.
It's an emergency inventory liquidation sale this week at all Walker's Furniture locations. Save up to 70% off all floor models, discontinued styles, and clearance items.
Plus, with special 5-year financing, save now and pay over time.
This week at Walker's.
Form or function? Should we push the timeline? Will it hold?
Should we outsource?
What do you think?
Do you engineer it to work? Or design it to move? Give them what they want.
It needs to be taller, faster,
even cheaper. Or take things to new places. You've got to build the right team. No, that's the one. Revise it, redo it, develop it. Keep pushing until it's right.
Introducing the business card that gives back all you put in. The new Chase Sapphire Reserve for Business.
Cloudy skies over Spokane and Coeur d'Alene this morning, and for the most part today, that is what we're going to see. Just cloudy skies, the occasional sprinkle. As we get into the evening, though, our rain chances begin to rise, and we will have a pretty decent chance of showers and thunderstorms through the night and then through much of the day on Thursday. After that, well, if you've been kind of missing some of the warmer weather, maybe you want to get out to the river, get out to the pool before summer is over, you're going to get your chance. We're back into the 90s starting Sunday.
Well, thanks so much for starting your day with us here on Good Morning Northwest.
Yeah, we'll see you throughout the morning on Good Morning America with live local updates. We'll see you in about 30 minutes or so.